to my channel. Today I'm filming a products that I've used up, like empties products haul. So I'm going to be showing you guys some of the nail polishes that I've used, a couple of other things as well. I really like watching these videos because I find that people tend to, when they're talking about things that they've used up, they'll then give a recommendation like, am I going to buy this again? Or was it not worth it? Got a box here, very noisy box, full of stuff that I have used up, empty product. So I'm just going to open it up and I'll talk you through each thing. Maybe I'll kind of split it up by brands or by, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Let's just see what we've got in here. Give you guys a little look-see. So before we jump into all the empties that I have to show you, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on any new uploads. Let's jump into it. Oh my goodness, okay. So many white nail polishes. Okay, so I've got two bottles here of Opi Alpine Snow. You guys know I love this stuff so much. It is hands down my favorite white polish. I pretty much use this all the time. Kind of gone through quite a few bottles in my time. I think probably more than 2 bottles even. I've maybe gone through like 3 or 4. But what I tend to do is when I've got like just a tiny little bit left at the bottom of a nail polish, I will, if it's one that I love and I'm going to rebuy, I will pour the excess into the new bottle because there's always like a little bit of room when you get a new bottle of nail polish and I don't want to waste any. So that's how these have been like completely empty, and that goes for everything in here actually. I've like tried to get as much out of it as I can because I hate wastage. So yes, Opi Alpine Snow, definitely rated my favorite white nail polish. Speaking of whites, I've also got Peace Baby in here by Opi. This is a little bit more of kind of an off-white. It's got a little bit of a cream in it, and there is a tiny bit left in the bottle here. I don't know if you can see it there, but I am not a massive fan of this. I was kind of had it just sitting on my shelf like in my collection for a while, and I was like, you know what, I'm never gonna wear this again, so it's going. Next up, again, another white, we have Put a Coat On by Opi. I love this stuff. This is so brilliant. I think it is just such a great idea. So basically it's like a base coat, so with all the good stuff to protect your nails, but also it's a white and a really opaque white. So the point is that you put this on before using like neons or really bright colors to make it pop and stand out. So I am a massive fan of this. While I'm at whites, I may as well continue on that way. So we also have White on White by Glaze. Again, this is an awesome white nail polish. I'd say it's kind of up there with Alpine Snow, maybe not as good. The formula might be a little bit more streaky, and also the brushes on Glaze are really fine, like compared to Opi, they're really thin. So for something like a white that I'm using all the time, I don't really want a thin brush, so it's a little bit annoying, but overall this is a really good white polish. Okay, so the next one is from The Face Shop. It is a brand called Trendy Nails, and I'm pretty sure it is a Korean brand because I think The Face Shop is a Korean brand. This is a white as well. This one from memory, I haven't used it in months, but was really good formula. And yeah, just not much bad to say. It's just a decent white, but yeah, it was alright and I used it up, so that's a good sign. Oh, I'm excited about this one. It is Australis, called Sitting on a Cloud. Again, it's white polish. I'm sorry, I swear this is the last white polish that I'm going to talk about today. Okay, I lied. There's one other in here. But let's just take a moment to appreciate this polish. It is so good. It is, I want to say like $5 or $6 from Priceline. This is such a good formula, really opaque and perfect within 2 coats. The only bad thing I have to say about it is that it does get quite thick quite quickly, so it's a little bit annoying. That's probably like the only thing that I would say that sets it apart from like an Alpine Snow, because it just does get quite thick quite easily. But apart from that, it's really good and really, really cheap. Okay, I said there was one last white. This is kind of a white. It's a little bit off-white. It is My Boyfriend Scales Walls from Opi. It is from the Spider-Man collection, which is a while ago now. It seems like it was just yesterday, but it has been a few years now. This one is pretty good. It's very, very glossy, and that's what I really like about it, and that's probably why I've used up the whole bottle, and I have repurchased this one. But it isn't 100% white. Like, it's not your super opaque white. It's slightly more sheer, and it does have a very, very slight kind of grayish tone to it. I'm gonna break it up a little bit and move on to Essie now, one from Essie. It is Bikini So Teeny. I love, love, love this shade. It is so pretty. It's like a light pastel-y blue with a very, very slight shimmer in it, and it is kind of slightly periwinkle. It's just so pretty. You can probably see there how pretty it is. I did get sent a new one of these recently, so that's why I decided to throw this one out, because it is on its last legs. Like, I think there's a tiny bit in here still, but I have loved this one to death. Next up, I have Short Story by OPI. This is a very bright creamy pink. It's really pretty color. I have replaced this one with a new one because I really liked it. The only thing is, I swear, and I may just be crazy or going crazy, I swear that this is slightly different to the new bottle of Short Story that I got from OPI. So I'm not really sure if I'm able to replace it now that I've used it up, because I feel like they've changed the formula or the color slightly. It just doesn't look exactly the same. Do you guys ever find that? Like, sometimes you'll buy two different polishes. I mean, you'll buy like the same polish, but two different bottles, and it's very, very slightly different. But yeah, really like Short Stories, really nice color, and it's just a good staple pink for your collection. Okay, another pink, I have Bottoms Up from China Glaze. This one is so good. This is like the most neon pink ever. It is awesome. As you can see, I've completely used this one up. Like, I think I put some nail polish thinner in so that I could get the last remnants of the polish out of it. And I have also repurchased this one because it is just so good. Another China Glaze, I have Lotus Begin, and this is from, I think it's one of their spring collections. It's like a really pastel-y lilac purple, and it's just so beautiful. I love it. It's just such a nice color, and I have replaced this because I used like the whole bottle up. I think when I got it, I just became so in love with it. I was like using it on my nails all the time, and I used it up really quickly. Okay, another purple I have, that's Sure Bright from China Glaze. This is another one from their, I didn't mention it before, but the pink one is from the same collection. They're from the Sensational Neon collection, summer collection, I think. So this one is just like a really, really vibrant bright purple, and it's really good for like ombres and gradients and those fun kind of summery looks. Okay, so I've just realized looking into this box that I have two more polishes from that same China Glaze Sensational collection, but I guess that's a good sign, China Glaze. You've come out with an awesome collection. So we have Too Yacht to Handle and Highlight of My Summer. Not too much to say about these. They're just really nice, fun, bright summer colors. This is probably my favorite neon green that I own, and it's pastel. I just really like that. And this is a bit slightly more of a kind of aquary turquoise color, but again, really beautiful, really nice for gradients and ombres, and I have repurchased these ones as well. Okay, so next I have Dating a Royal from OPI. This is a really pretty royal blue. It's just stunning, and I have bought a new bottle of this one to replace it. As you can see, this is totally empty. I think this is one of my first OPIs that I just dropped that, sorry. Take two. I think this is one of my first OPIs that I ever bought, and so I had to replace it when I used it up. I could not be without it, and it's also just like a really good blue color. I don't feel like I have many of these kind of, you know, really rich royal blues in my collection, so this is definitely one of my favorite. I have one last color, then I'm going to move on to like treatments and other things like that I've used up. This one was like one of the most upsetting moments in my life. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll put a close-up shot here in case you can't. It is just bleh. This bottle exploded on me. I think I was traveling somewhere, or I was like moving between houses or rooms or something, and it went everywhere, like everywhere. So this was a massive disappointment to me, this bottle. I decided not to repurchase this one because I think it's very, very similar. Sorry, I probably should tell you the name. It's called Don't Mess with OPI, and it's this kind of emeraldy, mossy green. I think it's really similar to, what's the color? Sorry, I just had to check. Really similar to Jade is the New Black, which I think like is kind of I don't really use this kind of color that often in nail designs. I barely ever use this kind of color, so for me it just wasn't worth replacing, and I'm just so disappointed in it for leaking everywhere. But sometimes accidents happen. Next up, I've got a black polish, and this is Blackout by Sally Hansen. I think I've talked about this collection before, like this line of nail polish before. It's the Hard as Nails Extreme Wear, and it's just a drugstore one. It's really cheap. I think it's maybe $4 or $5 here in Australia, and even cheaper for you guys probably overseas. And this is just a good kind of standard black polish. I don't know, there's not too much I have to say about it. It's just a decent drugstore brand, and I've used it up because I use black polish in a lot of my designs. Next up I have Out the Door, and this is apparently America's #1 super fast drying top coat. I'm a huge fan of quick dry top coats, as you guys would know, and this is one of my favorites. I think it's pretty on par with Séché Vite or Séché Vite, however you want to say it. But yeah, I would really recommend this one to you guys. I think it's really good, and it is slightly cheaper than Séché Vite. So if you want something that's a bit more affordable, this one is really good. Next up, we have Avoplex Nail and Cuticle Replenishing Oil from Opi. This is one of my favorite cuticle oils ever, hands down. I love it so much, and I have replaced it. I think I'm halfway through my other bottle that I've replaced this with, so I'm probably gonna have to repurchase again, but this stuff is so good. I use it all the time. Probably every day or every second day I would be putting this one on, and I also alternate it with my Essie Apricot Cuticle Oil. But yeah, just a really good cuticle oil. Speaking of treatments, we've got Nail Envy from Opi. This is the maintenance one. I have replaced this again, only just recently though. But not with the maintenance one. I've replaced it with the original one. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to mix it up and try a few of the different ones because they have about 8, I think, different nail envies. I'm a huge fan of Nail Envy. I think it's really good. It's really nourishing and replenishing for your nails as like a base coat. I really like to use it. And yeah, nothing really bad to say about this. It's a good product. It is expensive, but it's a good product. Okay, next up we have Opi Start To Finish. This is a base and top coat. I'm gonna be honest and say I'm not a massive fan of base and top coats normally. I just think, like, why would you want, I mean, I can see why people would want, you know, a 2-in-1, but there's so many good base coats and there's so many good top coats. I'd rather just use separate ones because that's kind of what they're designed for. But that being said, this isn't terrible. Like, it's definitely not the best. I'd rather be using my Nail Envy, for example, and then Séché Vite for top coat, but like, it's not bad for a combined, for a 2-in-1, it's not bad. I don't think I'll be repurchasing it again. If I get it, like, you know, if Opi sends it to me, or if I see it really cheap, maybe I'll buy it again, but not full price. I just don't think it's worth it. I just don't think I really need it. Next up we have Rapid Dry Top Coat. This is from Opi again, and it is a quick dry top coat. I'm gonna be honest, I really like Rapid Dry, but I do find that it gets thick really quickly, so I'm constantly having to thin it out. And so it just doesn't work as well for me as, say, Séché Vite or Out the Door do. I have got, I think, yeah, I've got another one sitting over there. I have repurchased, but I think I got it like super cheap on sale. That's why I repurchased it. I probably wouldn't pay full price again for this, just because I think there are better quick dry top coats out there, but it's not bad. It is a really good top coat. It's just not the best in my mind. Next we have Opi Matte Top Coat. You guys know I love matte nails and matte top coat. This is one of my favorites, definitely. It's so good. Along with Essie Matte About You. They're probably my 2 favorite matte top coats, and it's just so good, and I have repurchased it twice now, I think, because I do matte nails quite a lot, so massive fan of this. It's really good. I really do recommend it. I have a cuticle oil from Essence. It's a caring nail oil. I really loved this little guy. It's so good. It comes in like a little tube here with a little, what do you call these things? I'm really bad at describing. It's like a lip gloss applicator kind of thing. It's like a spongy, I'm so bad, I'm not even gonna try. Tell me what this is called in the comments below. So I really found this helps with applying it. It's like, it's really easy to apply. A lot of cuticle oils come with a brush, but I kind of like that this is like a felty kind of tip. And the only thing was, it was just too small. Like, I used it up so quickly. Okay, last but not least, I have 2 nail polish removers that I wanted to talk about. I obviously go through so much nail polish remover because I'm doing my nails like all the time, but these are two that I really wanted to talk about and I've obviously held on to for a reason because they are good. So first of all, I've got the Sensational Gel Polish Remover, and I've also got the Beauty Essentials Nail Polish Remover from Priceline, which is the conditioning one. Both of these have acetone in it. I'm pretty sure this one is actually pure acetone because gel polish remover is generally just pure acetone to be able to remove gel polish. And I've actually been using this not for gel polish removal but for cleaning up around my cuticles when I'm doing designs. So often you'll see me use like a cleanup brush and some acetone, and that's basically this. And this one is just good because it is just a really awesome nail polish remover. It works really well and it's very affordable from Priceline. I think it's like $3, $3.50 a bottle, and often it'll come on sale for like buy two get one free, and I'll stock up and buy like the whole store. I'm actually being serious. But anyway, this stuff is so good. I use it all the time and it's probably my favorite nail polish remover, so I just thought I would include it in this empties haul. Anyway guys, that is it. That's all I have to show you today for my empty products. I feel like it's kind of good, like looking at all the stuff that I've just talked through, pretty much everything I've repurchased. Like I don't have much negative to say, so obviously that shows that they're good products because I have used them up. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos, and I'll maybe collect things again, as it might take a while, like another 6 months or so. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!